Welcome back, dear students. Now we are up to the production techniques of BGA biofertilizers. So BGA biofertilizer can be produced by using four methods that we discussed in the previous lecture. These methods are trough method, pit method, field method, and nursery method. One thing common in all these methods is that we have to use soil as a carrier material for producing blue green algal biofertilizers on large scale. Whatever the method we use, trough method, pit method, field method, or nursery method. Second thing is we have to add superphosphate in each method. We have to pour water up to the certain height. Calcium carbonate has to be added for adjusting the pH to 7. We have to sprinkle the starter culture over the soil, water the plot or the whatever we use in the method. So watering the trays or a tank every day after inoculation of the pure culture or the starter culture is necessary. So these are the common thing in all the method. The differences are only in trough method, or for example in tank method we use the metallic trays or a trough of a suitable size. Similarly, we can also use the permanent cement tanks of suitable size instead of the tray to produce the BGA biofertilizer. Next thing, in pit method we dug a shallow pit under sunlight and line them on a inner side with polythene sheet to avoid percolation of water. So this is the only the difference between the method. In the third method we use the small plots of 40 square meters area for the preparation of or for the production of BGA biofertilizer. So as compared to the first two method, that is the trough or tank method, and second one is the pit method, this field method has to be used for the large production of BGA biofertilizer. So here we use the large area here, about 40 square meter area or a plot we have to use for the BGA biofertilizer production. So this fertilizer production, biofertilizer production, we have to done in the open field. The one more thing I have to add in this methods, we have to use the fungicide, that is the carbofuran, because we are using the soil as a carrier material. So to kill, to control the pests and insect that has been found in the soil, we have to use the carbofuran pesticide or the fungicide. So this is the methods that we use in the BGA biofertilizer production. The last method that we studied is the nursery method. The advantage of this method is that we have to produce the seedlings of the rice in the nursery. We can also produce the BGA biofertilizer side by side. So an additional 40 meter square area we have to reserve for BGA biofertilizer along the side of the plot in which we are going to raise the rice seedlings in the nursery. Both the rice seedlings and the BGA inoculants are ready side by side in the same place. The farmers have not to invest additional money for the preparation of BGA inoculant. Here by the time the rice seedlings are ready for transplantation, along with 50 to 20 kg of BGA inoculant is also available in the side plot. So this is the nursery method, where the BGA biofertilizer production and the raising of rice seedlings has been carried out side by side. So this is the methods used for production of BGA biofertilizer. There is one demerit for soil as a carrier material for BGA biofertilizer production, that is its heavy contamination by other microorganism, bulky nature of the carrier, poor inoculums loading. So some improvements has been made regarding the selection of suitable carrier material instead of the soil. So new carrier materials like paddy straw, rice husk, coconut coir, sugarcane waste, multani mitti, that can be used. So of this, multani mitti is found to be the best and widely used carrier at present for the production of BGA biofertilizer. So in this way the cultures are developed within 6 to 10 days, having a shelf life of 2 years. They can be stable for 2 years without losing its efficiency. So next point is the methods for the application of BGA biofertilizer. The methods for the application of BGA biofertilizer slightly differ from crop to crop. Usually one packet containing 500 gram of ready to use multani mitti based BGA biofertilizer is recommended for 1 acre of rice growing area. For 1 acre area where we are going to transplant the rice, we have to use a 1 packet containing 500 gram of multani mitti based BGA biofertilizer. So this is the recommended dose for the use of BGA biofertilizer. 500 gram multani mitti based BGA biofertilizer for 1 acre of rice field. Okay, the packet is opened and mixed with 4 kg of dried and sieved farm soil. This mixture is broadcasted on standing water 3 to 6 days after transplantation of rice seedlings. So the mixture containing our 500 gram multani mitti based BGA fertilizer and 4 kg of dried and sieved farm soil that has been spread on standing water 3 to 6 days after transplantation of the rice seedlings. Sometimes excess algal material is used to establish and accelerate the algal growth in the crop. We can also increase the dose of the BGA biofertilizer. We can also add some more or excess algal material in the field to facilitate, to accelerate the algal growth in the crop. The field should be kept waterlogged for 10 to 12 days after inoculation of BGA to favor good BGA growth. So the field should be watered frequently. It should be kept waterlogged for next 10 to 12 days after inoculation of BGA biofertilizer. So it can facilitate, it can favor the growth of the BGA. When nitrogenous chemical fertilizers are to be used along with the BGA biofertilizer, then reduce the dose to 1/3 of the regular dose. So if you are using the nitrogenous chemical fertilizer like urea, DAP along with the BGA biofertilizer, so we have to reduce the dose of BGA biofertilizer to 1/3 of the regular dose. What is our regular dose? 500 gram of multani mitti based BGA fertilizer for 1 acre. Now if you are using the nitrogenous chemical fertilizers, then we have to reduce the dose up to 1/3 of the regular dose. So we have to use only about 175 of BGA biofertilizer if you are using the nitrogenous chemical fertilizers along with the BGA biofertilizers. Okay, if fertilizers or pesticides are to be used, then keep a gap of 3 to 4 days and then apply BGA biofertilizer. So these pesticides or weedicides or fungicides that can also harmful to the blue green algal biofertilizer because they also possess the living organisms like blue green algae. Okay, so if you are using the fertilizers or the pesticides or weedicides, then it is advisable to keep a gap of 3 to 4 days and then apply BGA biofertilizers. Application of phosphate fertilizers is helpful to enhance the algal growth which stimulate faster multiplication of the blue green algae. So the phosphate fertilizers has been found to be helpful or useful to enhance the algal growth. It stimulates the faster multiplication of blue green algae. We can also see this in the various method. We use the super phosphate for the luxurious growth of the blue green algae. So for faster multiplication of blue green algae, the phosphate fertilizers was found to be useful. Now we are going for the importance or the advantages or the merits of using BGA biofertilizers. At present, there is a shortage of BGA biofertilizers. The existing production units are not fulfilling the demand of farmer. So we are going for BGA biofertilizers. There is a shortage of BGA biofertilizer and this technology is not so popular here. So the existing production units are not fulfilling the demand of farmers. In green revolutions, the farmers were advised to use chemical fertilizers which cause desertification of soil. Now the second evergreen revolution is based on sustainable production which is possible through the use of algal biofertilizers. So green revolution that was started by the Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. So that is advised that the use of chemical fertilizers can trigger the crop productivity, but at the same time they desertified the soil. So now the second evergreen revolution that has been based on sustainable production which is possible through the use of algal biofertilizers. At present, India is using 4 times more chemical fertilizers per hectare as compared to the global average. This indiscriminate, enormous use of chemical fertilizers has deteriorated the fertile soils and polluted the groundwater. To avoid this, use of BGA biofertilizers is essential. It will protect air, soil, flora and fauna. So, for sustainable production of the crop, we have to use the BGA biofertilizer, so it will protect the air and soil, flora and fauna. If we see the agricultural scenario, the farmers using chemical fertilizer in indiscriminate manner, so that can deteriorate the fertile soil and pollute the groundwater. So to avoid this, we have to use the BGA biofertilizer. It becomes essential to use the BGA biofertilizer to protect the other life form that has been found in the soil and air also. Present capacity of production of biofertilizers in India is 10,000 tons a year only as compared to the chemical fertilizer production of 18,500 tons. Hence, the biofertilizer industry requires lot of improvement and upliftment at local, state and national level. So, we have to increase the production of BGA biofertilizers. As compared to the costlier chemical fertilizers, BGA biofertilizers are cheapest, highly effective and farmers friendly. They are farmers friendly. They are cheapest as compared to the chemical fertilizer if you consider its cost in comparison with the chemical fertilizer. The production of chemical fertilizers create pollution, produce greenhouse gases leading to global warming and climate change. So these are the effects of the chemical fertilizers on the environment. They create pollution, they produces greenhouse gases, it leads to the global warming and climate change. But production of BGA biofertilizers is environmental friendly. We say it is eco-friendly, not causing any hazardous effect on the environment and the human health. So the production of BGA biofertilizer and the production of chemical fertilizers, if we compare, the production of BGA biofertilizer is eco-friendly, environmental friendly. It does not cause any hazardous effect on the environment and also on the human health. While chemical fertilizer, that creates a pollution which leads to the global warming and climate change. Nitrogen is critical essential element limiting crop growth and yield. This demand of nitrogen is fulfilled through the BGA biofertilizers in a sustainable ways. So nitrogen that has been required in a large quantity for the crop growth and to enhance the yield of the crop. So this demand of huge nitrogen is fulfilled through the BGA biofertilizers in a sustainable ways. Use of biofertilizers like BGA is the most important input in the organic farming. It cannot be run without BGA biofertilizers. So organic farming is the one of the way by which we can raise the crop organically without use of any chemical fertilizers or pesticides or weedicides or fungicides. Okay, so here the use of BGA biofertilizer was found to be the most important input in the organic farming, or one can say the organic farming cannot be run without BGA biofertilizers. The BGA biofertilizers improve the soil quality, soil texture, fertility and crop productivity without any side effect. It also improves the long term soil quality, soil texture, fertility and crop productivity without any side effect. The BGA biofertilizer that possess the blue-green algae, they can multiply autonomously in the field once they has been inoculated. There is no need to use the BGA biofertilizer again and again. Here only requirement is that the water should be required for the growth of blue-green algae. The result of blue-green algal biofertilizer for different types of crops are extremely spectacular. They are very enhancing. So the biofertilizers can be used in the soil to fulfill the nitrogen requirement of the crop for its growth and yield. The BGA biofertilizers not only supply nitrogen but also help to increase the availability of the phosphorus in the soil. Application of BGA biofertilizers promote root proliferation, which help to increase the absorptive surface to get water and minerals by the plant. The BGA biofertilizers promote proliferation of the root, the spreading of the root, which increase the absorptive surface to get water and minerals by the plants. The direct and indirect benefits of application of BGA biofertilizers is reflected into the improvement of crop yield by 10 to 25% with very minimum investment. So the crop yield has to be increased by 10 to 25% with minimum investment with the use of BGA biofertilizers. In fact, in agriculture, the cost of cultivation of any crop is equal to the cost of chemical fertilizers used. Hence, use of eco-friendly, nature-friendly, farmers-friendly, environmental-friendly BGA biofertilizers must be advocated and supporting them with financial support and popularizing among Indian farmers even by encouraging or supporting them with financial support. So these are eco-friendly biofertilizers. So the farmers can have the financial support and also they get 10 to 25% more yield with very minimum investment with the application of BGA biofertilizers. So these are the importance or advantages or merits of using BGA biofertilizers. Okay, so this ends our chapter 4th, nitrogen metabolism. Okay, thank you. Stay home, be safe.